Hey everyone, welcome if it's your first time here, and if not, welcome back. My name is Ashley and today I have a pregnancy update for you. So let me just jump right into it. So I just got home from my appointment and it went very well. Last time I updated you guys, I did mention that I was testing for ICP. And by the time the video went up, I actually already knew that it was confirmed. So I have ICP again, but this time it's much earlier than with my last pregnancy. So we have to monitor it really closely so that we make sure that the baby is okay. So that's definitely not great news because as I've mentioned, it is a very dangerous condition, but I am on medication and I am taking, I think it's Ursidol, forget how it's pronounced, but I was taking a pill in the morning and another one at night, and the itching was still very much present and it's very unpleasant. So today when I saw my doctor, she asked me how I was doing, and when I told her I was still itching, she upped the dosage to 2 pills in the morning and 2 at night. And they did take some blood so they can test again for ICP just to make sure the levels and all that stuff. I also did take my glucose test. Last time I did mention that, and I passed. Yay. And also they did a CBC and realized that I am anemic, but just barely. So she did prescribe iron to help with that. I need to pick that up soon. Other than that, everything's looking great. My blood pressure is perfect. My weight has been really great. The baby's heart rate is always really strong. She's measuring 30 weeks, which is what I'll be tomorrow. So other than the ICP, everything seems to be in great condition, looking really healthy. She's gonna see me again in 3 weeks. I'm hoping that by then my mom will be here. And then after that appointment, she will start seeing me twice a week. Because I do have ICP, she's, you know, upping the appointments to make sure everything is okay. Because by the next appointment, I'll be 33 or almost 33 weeks, and then I'll have just 3 weeks left to go because she would induce me at 36. I talked about you know, scheduling the induction, but it's too early as I'm still, you know, 30 weeks. But yeah, that's basically what happened in my appointment. And as far as my symptoms, these last 2 weeks I have been super uncomfortable, like so uncomfortable. I just can't seem to find the right position for both of us to be happy. And she does this thing. Oh, she's moving right now really low. She does this thing sometimes where she kind of, I don't know what she does, but I just get this huge lump on one side of my body and it hurts. So I've been very, very, very uncomfortable lately. And that's definitely my #1 symptom. I got scared a few weeks ago because I have been doing a lot. I guess I was doing too much here with my kids, and everybody was super clingy. My little baby, who is now 2, she had been very, very clingy, and she's obviously heavy. And with carrying her, and you know, my oldest 2 also like to be held every once in a while, and they are super heavy. I started getting like cramping in the bottom of my belly, and one day as I was cooking, I looked down and realized I had like a space here, like when your belly drops. And I realized that that day I was not out of breath at all, which is something that you look forward to, you know, towards the end, like super end of your pregnancy, when your belly drops and you can just breathe normally and you're so happy about it. But it's way too early for that. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. After that, I've been taking it super slow, just trying to lay the, you know, the most amount of time as I can. But I do have 3 kids who need their mom. So I have been feeling guilty because there's been a lot of TV and tablets going around. Like, I'm not ashamed to say it, I do need to rest. And you know, the only way for me to get some rest is to hand out electronics. And I guess that's just, you know, what I have to do to keep myself healthy. I have been limiting the things that I do around the house. Like, I do vacuum and stuff, but I try not to do that twice a day like I'm used to. My husband is now in charge of mopping the floors. When bath time comes, I need him there because it's a lot on my body. Every time I do it on my own, I feel terrible, and then the afternoon is just like wasted on me. So yeah, I've been trying to really keep it nice and easy because when I saw that I had, like, I could see my ribs, and obviously I don't want to have a 20-something week old baby. I want her to cook in there as long as possible. So yeah, since I've been taking it super easy and trying to lay down the most amount of time possible, I do see a difference in my belly. I don't see like that huge gap anymore. So I think that that has helped. My doctor also told me to take it super easy and take care of myself, take my medication, and just like try to take it as easy as possible. So that's what I'm gonna do. And also, I have been so exhausted, but I think that has to do with my iron levels being low. So I'm hoping that when I get I'm still gonna be tired because it is the 3rd trimester. I am heavy and I have 3 kids, but I'm hoping that the iron will help me just a little bit with my energy because I've been exhausted. Like, I've been taking naps in the middle of the day. When my youngest goes down for a nap, she sleeps sometimes 2 to 3 hours, and I try to sleep even just a little bit. I make sure that my other kids are fed and happy, and usually my daughter will sit with me while I take a nap, and my son will just watch TV or do something else. So that's what I've been doing. Oof. For myself, I'm actually getting a Braxton Hicks contraction right now. So that's something I have been dealing with a lot lately. I talked to my doctor about it because 2 nights ago I got like 8 or 10 contractions in an hour, and they were super long and they were hurting. Like, I was cramping like very low. And I know that I'm not in labor because I have experienced real contractions, and those are not fun at all. But they were starting to get painful, not just uncomfortable, they were starting to hurt. And I was having to breathe through them because I couldn't really speak. And when that was going on, I realized that my daughter wasn't really moving as much. She's always moving, so when she doesn't move, I worry. So I asked my husband to get the Doppler, and I checked on her just to make sure that her heart rate was as usual. And after I checked on her, I just didn't want to freak out too much, so I went, you know, I fell asleep. I didn't want to keep counting contractions. I knew that I was not in labor, and she was okay, so I just went to sleep, tried to forget about it. But I have been having a lot of contractions lately. I drink a ton of water all day, every day, so I'm not dehydrated. And I try to lay on my left side as much as possible because that's the side that you should lay on to like everything flow. Food wise, I don't really like much. I did get a question, a comment on my recent video, and someone asked like if I had embarrassing symptoms that I could share, and I've actually not been like too gassy, which is one of the things that she asked. I do realize that if I am laying down for too long and I have had a big meal or something, if I sit up right away, like a burp will come out, and my husband thinks it's just me being nasty and not pregnancy related, but it's literally I just cannot control it. But I haven't been like passing gas, and a lot of pressure down there, like a lot of pressure, and I sometimes get like shooting pains if I stand up for too long, or if I'm like doing lots of stuff around the house especially. I get like that shooting pain, and it's really uncomfortable. But other than that, I am, you know, I am super healthy other than the ICP and a little bit of anemia. And I'm hoping that, you know, the next couple of weeks go by smoothly with no other hiccups, because ICP is enough. I also forgot to mention that my nails this time around, I usually have super strong nails, so I don't really worry about them. They have been so brittle this pregnancy. I have no idea why. but they've been awful. So that's a pregnancy symptom that I had never had before. And my hair is super long. It's grown a lot. But when I'm pregnant, like the texture sometimes changes, and I've had to use my flat iron a little bit, like right here, because these hairs, they're very difficult to tame lately. So yeah, my hair has been growing fast, but the texture is a little bit different. So I've been having to work a little bit harder at taming it. And that's basically it. Okay, so for my next update, by the time the video goes up, I'll be 33 weeks, but it will be a 32-week update. I'm so excited to see her in the next ultrasound, because that's when she's like really big and you can kind of get an idea of what she's gonna measure for when she's born. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my mom coming. She's gonna be here in a few weeks, and yeah, I'm just excited to have her here. My kids are excited, and that's basically it. My husband has been working a lot, so he hasn't been home too much, which is why probably, you know, my body is kind of achy and responding, letting me know I need to take a break. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you are also pregnant, let me know how far along. If you also have ICP, or is that, you know, that's why you came to this video, let me know in the comments below. I'm with you. It's not easy, but we're gonna make it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Before I forget, I'm gonna show you my belly. So there it is, nice and round. And I feel like it has definitely dropped, because I feel like this is empty, but it's not as empty as it was that first day. And you can see like my twilight type skin from having twins. But yeah, here it is. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.